Hey, besties. Let's throw some shade, honey. You ready to get into it? Wait a minute. What exchange between Ayan and Lisa happened? Where we didn't hear no cussing out. Why are you telling us about it? Where was the production? Where was the recording? You didn't have to go in the room when Ayan went off on Lisa, but why were you not recording it? How come they weren't recording it on their phones? I mean, what did she say? What was it? Why wasn't it filmed? Does Dubai have a say? Because you know they're a very conservative country and you can't talk loud and all. But I mean, you sure taped when Brooks and Talene was outside of Stanberry house acting a fool. Why was this cut out? Actually, we weren't even in Dubai. We're in Bali. So, production, you have some explaining to do. We weren't even in Dubai. So why was it cut out? Did it happen? Are you lying? What happened? All this crying. What happened? Hey, besties, this is Behind the Shade, honey, and I am back. I am here with the new recap of Real Housewives of Dubai. This is season 2, episode 9, and the episode is called Note to Be Trusted. And you know what? I like that. I like it. 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 But I do have plans to change the title. If you have a different title that you like more, put it in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Okay, let's get into it. So, out of all the people, Ayan plays the voice note to Stanberry. That is very interesting, Miss Ayan. What are you doing? Lisa tells Ayan simply, I can't trust you. I sent you that voice note privately, right? So Ayan is apologizing. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, I did it. I'm sorry. She takes accountability. Hold on, y'all. My computer's asking me a question. I guess I'm gonna say no to that. Okay. And so she's apologizing. So Lisa's like, I am, but Lisa is mad, mad. Like, how did you just OMG, right? But I hear that Ayan told Lisa that Stanberry was going to say something about it at the table in Bali. But I don't even think, I think someone said it. I don't think we heard it or saw it, right? So hold that one, keep that one in your pocket. So Lisa explains to Sarah that she sent the voice note to Ayan to gain clarity about the end of the voice note because she said she was confused, honey. And I'm like, maybe that's what those two have in common. And I'm like, Talene, why would you ask Ayan for clarity about something in English? And English is not a first language. She be confused. She just admitted that English is hard, and it is. So Sarah asked, well, what did I say? Like, what was said? So Sarah said Talene wasn't Brooke's biggest fan, and she should have said, where she shouldn't have said the "where is your husband" comment. Sarah didn't like that because she's like, Brooks is divorced and I'm divorced, so you arguing with her and then bringing up asking her where is her husband was just like, I didn't like that. She just said I didn't like that comment. Talene was like, okay. So Talene says, whew, I feel so much better, about them working their little thing, their little riff out. But on the last episode, Talene told Sarah, you said you weren't a fan of Brooks. See, Talene was trying to get the girls, she's trying to get them to not like Brooks because she don't like Brooks. So how are you now? I don't understand what they don't understand because now Talene did not understand the voice note. Or was she being shady on purpose? Well, whatever she tried to do, it did not land. It did not land. So in Talene's confessional, she's talking about she's relieved because she knows how much Sarah means to Brooks. And it's like, okay, but do you understand what who you do you understand that how much Lisa means to Ayan? Do you understand that? So Stanberry says she didn't know the voice note came from Lisa because if she knew that, she would have taken that to the grave. And it's like, well, why didn't you ask questions? You just running with a narrative, eager to start some mess. Look, because you saw how she was sitting at the table, just looking at him, just arguing back and forth while she was quiet on the last episode. Okay, so and my other thing is, well, if it didn't come from Lisa, then who would that voice note have come from? Duh, hello, duh. So we all know that Lisa and Ayan are best friends. Duh, duh. So you thought Sarah sent it and not, you thought Sarah may have sent that to Ayan? No, make it make sense. So Talene says, oh, you thought it was about Brooks. And tells Lisa, I'm surprised you would go to Ayan for translation. And right there, I'm just like, yeah. However, Ayan missed her moment because I would have gave Talita a little dosage of me. You sit here mad at the other two. Well, you should have put some of that anger towards Talita. Because what you mean? I understand. It's clear that this is, English is not my first language. But how dare you make it seem like I'm just like I'm, stupid, So I'm just like, dang, Ayan, you let her just say that right in front of you. Like, oh my God, stand your ground, girl. So she's right, but she was just wrong for saying that in front of her. I mean, she was just wrong for saying it, and then you're gonna say it in my face. But she is correct. She's correct. Like you ask her. But you should have said that because I'm sure everybody was thinking the same thing. I'm sure everybody was. So Aya's first language is not English. We know that. She gets confused from time to time, but hey. But they're best friends and they was trying to have a key moment, but Ayan just shouldn't have sent the voice note. She shouldn't have sent it. And Sarah plays the voice note in her confessional, and it is clear that they were talking about Talene, not Brooks. Okay. Lisa says that Talene was calling her, but she wasn't in the mood to be on the phone that day. Okay. So Lisa apologizes. She didn't mean for everyone to hear the voice note, but Sarah said, I trusted you and you trusted her. And it was like, ooh, yeah. So Sarah tells Ayan it was private and she should never have played it. Lisa says, especially to Stanberry. So Ayan apologizes and takes accountability because she's been doing that this season. And Stanberry tells Ayan she's sorry for throwing her under the bus. And so, honey, no, Ayan said, no, we are effing done. We are done, son. No. And so now Ayana's mad at Stanberry, but you told her in Dubai at the table to wait and say something in Bali. I remember that very clearly, but okay, Ayan. So now Ayan is mad at Lisa because she sent her something in private and she got mad because Lisa told her she don't trust her. So you mad at Lisa because she said that. You're not okay. Okay. So now Lisa refers to Stanberry as a snake. So Stanberry shares the same sentiment back to Lisa. And they like, yes, good. We understand each other. It was like a Nene moment. We understand each other. Yep, you a snake, you a snake. Okay, we understand each other. So Ayan flips Stanberry off with the middle finger and tells her to shove it up her butt. Her A beep. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, girl. So Talene wants to move on. And Ayan Talene wants to move on with knowing that Sarah is not her fan. We get it. Okay, you're not my fan. Let's move on. Ayan says, no, it's not good. It's not good. So then she whispers to Lisa and she says, I need to take a break from this because if I keep sitting here, I'm going to snap. Well, you should have snapped at Talene because she showed jabbed at you about your intelligence. Shoot. So Ayan is mad at Lisa because she says she can't trust her. She's mad at Stanberry, but more mad at Lisa because she expects more from her best friend. So Ayan feels like Lisa was putting her down, and now that's a twist on things. And Lisa wants to know where Ayan's loyalty is. So Brooks tells them that they are going clubbing after dinner. So let's get up, let's go, let's get ready. So Lisa gets up and says she's gonna go check on Ayan first. So production says 20 minutes later, okay, 20 minutes later, Ayan is crying, Lisa is crying, and says she's mad at Ayan because she flipped out on her. Where is the footage, production? Where were you at? Where were you at? Because you sure was on Lisa's coattail when she got up to walk away, and you were like, "Where you going?" And she said, "I'll be back. I'll be back. Give me a minute." You sure was on her on her heels then. Why were you not near the room? Because Ayan was hollering. So pretty much Ayan pretty much cussed her out. And so Ayan's thing was, how dare you say you're never gonna send me anything? You embarrassed me, and in front of all the girls, and there was a lot of f bombs, right? F you, f you, f you, f you, f you. So Lisa is trying to reach her husband, honey, and honey, what's his name? Rich. Rich is out at the club party with his homies. He is single, ready to mingle, and he ain't got time. He can't hear the phone because he chilling with the homies. So he's not answering. So she calls Ayan's husband, Chris, to vent to him. And so she gets out a little bit of what happened, but then Rich calls her back. And so I guess she just put Chris on hold. It never came back to the phone. And so what's so funny is Lisa changes into wifey mode. Why you didn't answer the phone? Where are you? Why are you not with the kids? And so pretty much he told her that his mom was at the house with the kids, so he's out with his friends. So she goes back she explains what happened at dinner, and she's calling Ayan all kind of BIT beeps. And it's like, oh, this is interesting. Okay. She says she has never been spoken to like that before, honey. So Rich is like, well, it just seems bad now, but it will be fine again in no time. And so she's like, Rich, I don't know. And so to me, that sounds like Lisa is at her wit's end. And we all know in real time now, they are not talking. They are not speaking. They are not friends. And it's just like, wow, what happened? But you can tell if you're paying attention, Ayan, Lisa is in her fed up stage of this friendship. So Ayan tells her side of the story to us. And I'm just like, where is the footage, girl? Why did y'all drop that ball? That's interesting. So she said Lisa came in her room to get her to go to this party. And she was, Ayana's like, party? Like, do you see I'm still mad? Did you not going to address nothing that was said at the table? And so she told Lisa that Stanberry was going to bring up the voice note. Like, she told her that. So Lisa's playing dumb, or maybe she forgot. But Ayana's like, you knew that was going to happen. Or maybe, and so it's like the girls are trying to break y'all up. They sick of y'all. Y'all too close. They detest your relationship because it's just too much. They just love each other too much. So Brooks, so wait, am I done with that? So I'm now wondering, like, okay, so is Ayan playing victim? Because why are you so mad at her? Well, she told us, but it's like, are you playing victim? But either way, the girls, they ready to party, and y'all in here crying and cussing each other out, and they ready to go party. We on vacation. Like, Can y'all table this? Okay, so they decide. So Layana stays back. She stays in her bed. She closes her laptop and she goes to bed. So Brooke see Lisa coming out coming from the girl's room, coming from Ayan's room. And so Lisa tells her how Ayan treated her. And child Brooks is so happy. And it's like, oh God, I know she was in her emotions at that time. But Lisa, you should have tabled that because you already know these girls finna run this narrative. So in her confessional, she's like, yes, yes. She's shouting and kicking her feet up with them cute shoes on, might I add. And she says, the house of cards is falling down. And I said, that's a shame, Brooks. That is a shame. So the girls, minus Ayan, they head to the club. And so in the car is Sarah. So Sarah asks, why do y'all think Ayan's not coming? So Stanberry says because she got called out at the table. So Saba, Sarah, and Stanberry agreed that Ayan apologized and they should just move on. Because that's how they do. They talk crap, do stuff to each other, they apologize, and they move on. So in the confessional, Stanberry says Talene and Sarah has every right to be upset, but the only person upset is Ayan. And so she says she's mad at herself. She knows that she shouldn't have played that voice note to us. And I'm like, I couldn't agree with you more, Stanberry. I couldn't agree with you more. So in the other car, there's Lisa, Brooks, and Talene. Lisa says she's Mrs. Ayan. This feels weird going out without Ayan. And Brooks says, well, she needs to miss out tonight because she needs to be put on timeout because that was a lot. She should not have shared that voice note. And so Lisa's like, child, where are the shots, honey? I need some shots. So in the club, Talene asks Stanberry, does she want to see her JJ? And she was like, I already saw it. So I guess like Talena's trying to make light of it, trying to joke with it. You know, it's just like, move on. Stanberry's like, no, thank you. And so the club has cheap alcohol. The club reminds them of Dubai. Great music, scenery, bottle girls, woo woo, dance floor lights. They got their little, what do you call them? The little glow wrist things they got on, blah, blah, blah. But baby, the only difference is the alcohol is cheap, honey. The alcohol is cheap. What I think Lisa said, I have never seen any of those brands before. What is that? And it's like they went ahead and just turned up anyway. And so Talene goes over and meet this man who looks like Fabio. And she introduces herself. So she's telling him, come on over to my table. I have two single friends I want you to meet them. So she's talking about Saba and Brooks. And so he comes over to the table. And so I noticed Saba was like, oh yeah, going over there and talk to her. Saba pushed him towards Brooks. So he says she passed him over. And so his name is Sam. And so he's a general manager at the other club called Sky Garden. And so he sits there, he's talking to Brooks, and Brooks is like, he is not my type. And we're like, well, what type? Well, we know what your ex-husband looks like. So, okay, girl, go ahead. Maybe she want to change. So the girls end up letting Sam bar hop. He gonna take them bar hopping. He was like, let me show you Bali. So they go bar hopping. So the second bar, the girls are dancing in bird cages, hanging from the ceiling, and they doing their little thing. And Sarah is just freaking out. And it's like, why are you here? Why don't you go back to your room and you focus on what happens tomorrow at the water blessing, because you come to a party to have fun, dance, meet people, mingle. What are you doing? She in there talking about, I'm trying to protect them from being in Jeffrey Dahmer's refrigerator. What? They in the okay, girl. So then that was the second club. So then they're like, okay, let's go. So they go to a third club, and it's Sam's club, the Sky Garden. And so Stanberry, she's drunk, I guess. So now she done got on the stage, honey, and she dancing in her little own way by herself, and they all rooting her on. And they said, oh, they done played some 80s music and now she's ready to dance. I said, was that a dig at her age? Was that a dig? So the next morning is day 3 in Bali. And Stanberry and Talene are in the bed. You know, Stanberry is hung over. She is just looking a mess. And so Ayana's talking to her husband while she's getting glammed up because, you know, she's well rested, funny, because she stayed in last night. So she's telling him about what happened. And so he says he feels like they will get over this too. You know, the men, the husbands are on the same page. They probably are used to them falling out. So Stanberry and Talene are talking about the Ayan and Lisa. So Stanberry didn't know that Ayan cussed Lisa out. She didn't know. So Ayan is mad at Lisa and Stanberry. So downstairs at breakfast at the table, there's Saba and Sarah there. And so Ayan and Lisa come and join them. And so Ayana is just ready to go. She's glammed up. She got her bald head shining. She has on this beautiful yellow. I think she said it was a Fendi outfit. It was cute. She looked good in it. So Saba tells Ayan that, you know, she was missed last night. And she asked her, why didn't you come? Really? Y'all asked that last night. But I mean, you want to hear from the horse's mouth because Stanberry don't know because she didn't even know what happened. So Ayan tells Saba, you know, I needed some space. You know, dinner was intense. And so they tell Ayan, you know, what? Oh, wait. Oh, wait, hold on. They tell Ayan and Lisa, no, they tell Ayan and Lisa that they need to talk. And so Lisa just no, take that back. Sorry. Ayan turns to Lisa at the table and tells her we need to talk. And then Lisa starts crying. She gets emotional again. And so she gets up and walks off. And so Ayan follows her. So Lisa says, we don't speak like that to each other. And you know, she's pretty much checking her like, girl, ever talk to me like that? What would you think? You crazy? You know, but she's nice. So she's saying it nice, you know. The way you get things is with either vinegar or honey. So Lisa is using honey. And so now Ayan is crying. Now they're hugging and holding hands. And she said, you know, she was in a bad place and she was hurting. And she said, when you told me that you don't trust me, she said, I just couldn't sleep last night. And so Lisa said, oh, well, maybe I overreacted. And I'm like, what? And so, no, Ayan overreacted. And so Saba tells Sarah at the table, she said that she should be the one upset. And so Sarah was like, yeah, I should be the one upset, but I'm the one here having fun and I'm the one enjoying myself and having fun. So they laugh at that. So back with to Ayan is telling Lisa, you said you didn't trust me. And so Lisa was like, well, and so Lisa said, well, was she not supposed to have any reaction to what was going on? And so she said she shouldn't have said she don't trust her. I'm like, well, now you backpedaling, but okay, y'all gotta mend this some kind of way. So Lisa said, what she is tripping on is Ayan screaming and cussing her out. She said that was hurtful. And she said, there's literally nothing you can do besides sleep with my husband that would make me stop talking to you. And I was like, okay, except for that one thing, girl, except for that one thing. And so she was like, you know, we're sisters. And so, I'm thinking, being that they're not talking now, did Ayan sleep with Rich? Because they're not talking. So what happened? You just told the girl nothing she could do or say but keep y'all from talking. You guys are not talking. Did someone sleep with your husband? Not someone, but you know, Ayan. Just a thought I had watching this. So Lisa says, because why y'all not talking? You know, so they make up because Ayana's like, this is my family. She's like a sister, and you know, this is the only family I have in Dubai. And so Lisa makes up with Ayan because she says she knows her heart and she just wanted her to own her part in this mess. And she did, but she did it at the table. But anyway, Ayan's the one that flipped out. So they do a tradition that Ayan grew up doing, and they touch each other's feet. And so she's asking Lisa, "Do you know why I'm doing this?" She was like, "No." So culturally, the Somalians they touch feet when they mean they're sorry, they're apologizing, they want you to know they love you, and you mean you're special to them. And so Ayana says she has only touched her mother's and some family members' feet. So she touches Lisa's feet, and Lisa says, "Well, let me touch your feet too." So she touches So she touches Ayana's feet too. So they all go to the water blessing. And so Lisa, Ayana, and Brooks is in the black people's car. That's what somebody, I think that was Lisa that said that because they're all in there. She said, "You can tell you're in the black people's car because we're gonna have food and some drinks." Meanwhile, Saba, Sarah, Talene, and Stanberry is in the other car. They didn't give it a name. And Talene and Stanberry are sick, child. They are hung over. They don't feel good. Their head is spinning. Their stomachs are upset. And so Stanberry wants to reroute the car back to the house so she could go to bed. And Sarah's forcing everybody to go. No, 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 no. And I'm like, Stanberry, you shouldn't have drunk that liquor. You just shouldn't have drunk the liquor. So Stanberry now she wants a paper bag because she thinks she about to just puke in the car. And so Ayan and Lisa are in their car, child. They just dancing, turning up. Lisa talking about this is a dance my kids taught me. And Ayana's like, "Go Maxie, go Maxie." And baby, they are over there having a ball. Child. And then Ayan shaking her chest, honey. She doing the shimmy. She shaking her chest and she looking down at it. I'm like, "What you looking at, girl? Ain't nothing down in there. Ain't nothing in there. Ain't nothing in there." And honey, she feeling herself. That's all I took from that. I was like, Ayana is feeling herself. So they get ready to have fun. So in the car, they're having fun in the car. So in the other car, Stanberry calls Sergio. "Let me see where my husband is to see if I even still have a husband." And so he trying to, I think he has sent her some pictures of him in his underwear. So she's all like, "I don't have time to be looking at selfies in your underwear." And so she's telling him she feels horrible, but Sergio is asleep. So she is like, "Okay, well, call me when you wake up." And so she tells the drivers to pull over because she is getting ready to puke for real. So Saba is over Stanberry because she's like bringing the vibration down. She said all these digs in her comments. And so she's like, she's hungover. I know her stomach is upset, but they want her to have some compassion and empathy and respect towards them. This is what Sarah just said. And so she's like, but Sergio calls and she's speaking sweet to him, but she talking crazy to us. So she was like, "Give us some of that sweet talk, be respectful to us. You're here in Bali, like get it together." So Stanberry gets back in the van and they ask her, "Does she feel better?" And she says, "No." And I was like, now everything is about her. But I mean, she's sick. I get it. She don't feel good. Her stomach hurt, her head hurt. And you guys are dragging her to come outside. And when you don't feel good, you're hungover. Even the car ride can make you sick. Just the motion, and it's like the girl is sick. You should have let her fall back. She didn't even participate, really. So she should have just stayed back, So then Stanberry burps and she feels better. So now they arrive to the healing center and they change it to these nice sarongs. They're all matching. And so the guy, introduces himself. He's going to take them through their little journey. So he gives them he never said what these burning baskets were. So they're all holding these burning baskets. They have offerings in them. I think there's like incense burning. And so it's smoky at this point. And so they are going to a Hindu god and he wants them to pray to this statue. And Lisa doesn't want to. And so Sarah explains to her, "You're just giving an offering. You're not believing." in what you're doing, you know. So Lisa says praying to statues is very non-Christian. And it is. And so she means no disrespect, but she doesn't feel comfortable in her religion doing this. And I don't blame her. I'm a Christian. I wouldn't be, you know, that is one of the things we don't do. We are not going to praise and worship any idols. We don't know. So Talise, old judgy butt, go say, well, where was your moral high ground last night? What? Excuse you? Ma'am, what? First of all, Talene, dancing started in the church. Boo. I mean, not dancing on birdcage and twerking, but dancing started from the church. Y'all go back. You ask your grandma, ask your great grandma. Don't argue with me. And so, you know, to me, there's a big difference between partying and having a good time and praying to another God that's not your God, an idol, a statue. No, ma'am. Don't even compare the two. That's like apples to oranges. Don't do that. So they get in the water and they get on these what looks like lotus flowers. They get on these petals. They're beautiful. You know, they all got on the same beautiful burgundy sarongs with the tie, and they take these beautiful pictures, kind of like they're voguing a little bit, eyes open, arms out, whatever. They look great. I actually want to go on their Instagram pages to see if they posted them so I could really see them. Okay, so then they're going over to a waterfall so that they can scream. This is an exercise to cleanse. It's a cleansing session. So what you do is you scream your emotions out, your trauma, your anger, and guess who doesn't want to do it? You guessed it, honey. Honey doesn't go. Honey is over there to the side on her phone. Honey doesn't want to do it. So Brooke screams out her childhood traumas. Sarah screaming out her bad relationships. She wants all that out of her body. Lisa screams the grief of her brother because she hadn't grieved him yet. So she's, you know, getting that out of her. And Ayan screams the little girl in her, the betrayal, the sadness, the disappointments that she's grown up with. She's screaming that out of her. So Talene says she felt nothing. And then she says, you know, Rafi makes her scream, and, you know, that helps. Okay, girl. And they didn't even get to Saba's scream. So we don't know what was her thing. So Lisa said, Stanberry is always miserable. She's like, you know, we vibing. The vibe is good. You know, Bali is healing. And she's not worried about Stanberry. So back at the hotel, Lisa wants the girls to dress in these pure Indonesian dresses. Now, these dresses are like they're handmade. They are by some Indonesian designer. And these dresses are like you get dolled up. You get dolled up for weddings, beauty pageants. These are the it dresses, right? And they're going to dinner, but she wants them to be, you know, get a little culture in them. You know, they want to rep the culture. So she gives everyone their gowns, and Stanberry and Talene and Brooks hates their dresses. Now, Lisa looked good in hers. Ayan looked good in hers. Okay. Stanberry says these dresses are were probably taken from some young poor girl that works at a restaurant down the road, and we probably got to return these dresses within an hour. Okay. Where'd you get that from? So Brooke says she don't want to wear her dress because she doesn't wear mustard yellow. I don't wear mustard yellow. And then she told Talene that her dress looks like curtains. And Talene is like, I don't like this color. I got the worst color out of everybody. I got the worst color. I don't even want to get ready. I can't. And then Stanberry said, I can't even make this outfit look cute at all. So meanwhile, Saba, Sarah, Ayan, and Lisa are in the car waiting on them. And so we'll see there'll be another powwow next week about the girls not wanting to wear these dresses. And so we will have to tune in. But right now, how I'm feeling, Dubai is doing good because I didn't even watch the first season. I watched like one or two episodes, and I was kind of like, not good, boring. But I gave it another try. And maybe I'll think when I have some downtime, maybe I'll go back and finished watching the first season, but I think I'm pretty caught up. I think I can move forward without knowing everything that happened last season. But anyway, you guys, what do you rate this video? What do you rate this? Let's see, not my video. Like my video, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let me know your comments in the chat. I'm going to give this week's episode, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I'm thinking a B plus. I'm gonna give it a B plus. It was pretty good. Okay, besties. I will see you in the next video. Bye.